As you see, you can form many data inside the set node. For example, create this text here, continue contain a URL and an email, and you can see it here as a string. And also you can set a number. You can set a boolean, and the result will be a number here and true or false in the result. You can form an array inside the set, and the array is just open brackets, square brackets, and put the numbers inside, or strings inside, or objects inside. So the array here can hold any other data, and you can access element by element also. So the execution of this form here will be like this. The array name is this one, and the elements go like 5, 10, 10, and you can select any element from them from the next output. And we can see the object. The object form looks like that, the brackets here, and inside of it there is another key value, and the value itself can be another object. So you have a multiple object. And you can see here the multiple objects. The object, this one here, have an object or value named user, contain the ID and the name. And another object or another key value contain the address, and the address contain the city and zip code with their key and their value. And also can hold a time zone like that, or that one is set node. This set node here contain a dummy data, and when you execute this one, the n8n be able to represent the data of JSON file as a schema to make it readable more, or as a table. You can see the data here, or as a JSON brute JSON file or JSON object. And for the next one, we can also execute. Here you can see here the codes of JavaScript. The code of JavaScript to treat the input data. You can run here, this one here, and you can see the data treated to the output. So for example, array length here is on JSON code says JSON.array.length. That means he will get the length of the array element. The array element is that one. And the result of it is here. Array length is 5. Why 5? Because we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 elements inside this array. Also, you can, for example, access to an element inside an array. So we have this array. We want to access to an element from here. To access or to get one item from the array here, you can just do a JSON as an input. This whole input is a JSON. Dot array. If you do here dot, that means you want to enter to a specific element. The element here, specific one, we select array, so that one. Then inside the brackets, here you can put the number. So the first one is the 0. The 0 is you will get the first number in the element, or the first element inside the array will be 5. So here the result. Array first is 5. Let's change it, and let's say second. To access to the second element here, we have to put here 1, because the counting starts from the 0. So the 0, the first element, the 1 is the second element. And when execute this one, you will see the second element here is 10, and we go here, we will see 10. So this represents, you can modify the fields here with a JavaScript code, and you can do some pre-tracement for your data, and so on. For example, we have here array includes 10. Array includes 10. So this just a if condition, like, or ask if the array contain the 10 or no. So the array contains 10, so the result will be true. And so on. We see here, you can convert it to uppercase. A string, you can convert it to uppercase. All of them was like lowercase, then you convert it to uppercase. And here is the result. And so on. There is many function you can do. You can do a round number. You can do a floor number. That means if 1999 will be 19. And you see here the result, floor, nim floor. And also you can turn it to the other way is like convert it to 20. You can use many mathematical notations. And to just access, you can just select the JSON.object .address .city. Then when you execute this one, we'll give you the city in this key here. The key of city is, you have the key and the value. So we will give you the value of the key. Then the result will be here, Paris. So this is a fast look to the field here, or to set node and their capability, and we will see the far or indirect node access. From here to here we have, or we got the direct access. That means the elements or the data come from the previous node to the next node with a direct way. But what if you have an element here and an element here, and you want to access to a data from the first node, don't have a direct access to you. So in this way, you will use another form of reference. So you will use the $sign, then the name of node you want, then you can access after that. This is indirect access to the nodes. For the direct access will be just like this, JSON.members, just access directly. For if condition, let's run this one and run this one. For the dummy input, we have here three elements. Customer name is Alice, and order total is 99, and his new customer is true. So we do just a if condition for this one. The if condition, if order total is greater than or equal to the number 100. So what we do, we just get this here and drag it and drop it here. That's what we do to get this one. Then you can select in the if condition, you can select any condition. If you have a string value, you can do exist or empty or contain part of string to compare with the other value. Then based on the comparison or the condition result, you will get true or false. So if we execute this node here, the order is bigger than 100. It's false. So this value is smaller than 100. So the condition is false. But if we make this condition here, let's make it 120, the result will be true. So this is how the if condition works. Also for the switch you have a dummy data here, and you will redirect the data to the next output based on the input you have here. Let's say inside of it you have a ticket ID and category and priority. Those items you can do a condition for each one of them. So if this equal to billing, if the category equal to billing, the output will be here. And you can rename the output of this element and rename it with your one here. Then the output will just be your what you name it. If we execute this one or this node, you can see the billing is true. But if you modify it and let the other one is equal, let's say the category is, if we change this to technical, so the output will be here.